I don't care if this video is outdated, okay? I spent too long working on it, now you guys gotta deal with it. I'm working on another one, okay? Just be thankful I'm still here. My name is T Roulette. I like to think that my background gives me some personality. Although the last video I did kind of tickled some feathers. So, I just wanna be part of your symphony. My first exam is coming up for the semester. By the way, how are you guys? It has been a while. I've been on a little hiatus. You know, it's been finishing my class and going back to school, and obviously I moved. So it's been a while. But I want to make a quick short video to discuss something that I think is fascinating, and that is the fact that the song Mesmerizer by Satsuki is overtaking the charts of Vocaloid music. And some people seem to think that that's an outrage. And I wanted to break it down into why it makes sense and why not being happy about it is a bad thing. Let's do it. Just a forewarning, I don't have a degree in marketing, so please understand that this is all with a grain of salt and also my opinion. Do not take it as gospel, please. Also, if you've already made it to this point, you should consider subscribing. It'll motivate me to make videos sooner and that are better. Thank you. Part 1, marketing. First of all, there's the marketing of this kind of music, and the marketability of a song like this is phenomenal. It's got a cute art style, it's got upbeat music, and the music video is just like a little creepy. You can do a lot with that. The audio is popular on TikTok as well as the video. And obviously when anything happens to get popular on TikTok, the artists everywhere on TikTok will draw it. So it became super popular in that way too. And obviously those spread like wildfire, so it reached its correct audience. I'd like to think that TikTok nowadays is the biggest form of promotion you can use because the algorithm works in such a way that you're more often than not recommended the things that you actually want to see. I don't know, my TikTok page says differently. Recently I've been getting like, but it's also lucky because the exact type of people that would enjoy this music and enjoy this content are basically the majority of TikTok users. Part 2, audience. Audience is key when it comes to marketing. You can market a film however you'd like. Who it's going to pander towards is up to you. Who it's going to attract, you don't know until you put it out there. Usually this is done with a little more tact with like big media companies because they know exactly who they're targeting and they have professionals on their team to make sure that that's where the advertisements go to. That's the type of people that they're gonna attract. When it comes to independent projects, yes, that includes Vocaloid, that type of marketing strategy is out the window. You just have to throw whatever to the wall and see what sticks. So now you've thrown it to the wall and it has stuck, and it's stuck with a preteen to teenage audience. A couple videos back, I was recalling my love of the song Fear Garden. There is a reason why I love that song, and there's a reason why some of you in my comments were talking about Circus P, and we're talking about the Onibi series, which there is a video coming out for eventually. Coming out for? Be who you are. Yeah, there's a reason why you guys brought up that kind of stuff, and it's because it kind of attracts the eye of young teenagers. I think it's mostly because it feels mature. I mean, violence itself is a mature subject. So finding scary stuff and making it your entire personality is kind of just what Gen Z, Gen Alpha kids tend to do. Think about it a little bit. Five Nights at Freddy's, Has Been Hotel. People love that kind of media because it's creepy and taboo, and they think it's cool and it makes them edgy. There's nothing wrong with being edgy. It also doesn't help that this media is kind of usually presented as something kids would consume, and this has been a particular problem for shows like Has Been Hotel. The character designs and just the general concept of the show are so attractive to children that that's become the main audience of the show, even though the show is technically made for adults and has an abundance of explicit jokes. Whether or not they're funny is up to you guys. I'd like to think that Has Been Hotel is like the Amy Schumer of like adult animated comedy.
You've all caught a hot load.
So combine that this stuff looks like it's for kids and that it's edgy and creepy, boom, you've got basically an entire teenager's personality in the year of our Lord 2024. Mesmerizer capitalizes on that personality. It's got cute visuals that also are sometimes disturbing. Additionally, the lyrics themselves are fairly disturbing and also kind of relatable to someone that's going through puberty. Yes, I read the lyrics for this video, I know it's not like as dark as the other songs and topics I've covered, but that's just where it begins for these kids. Part 3, energy. This isn't going to turn into a science video. Every time I hear the word energy, I think of like KCal, and I don't want to think about it anymore. Get out of my head! Get out of my head, man! Get out of my head! So there's this little thing on the internet you might know that is called, and I cannot believe I'm saying these words, but I hope the algorithm gods bless me because I am saying them, skibbity toilet. There now is footage of me that exists on the internet saying those words, and that's just kind of crazy. Those types of videos, skibbity toilet, Coco Melon even, that type of content is loud. Loud as a full-on adjective. The visuals are loud. The sound is loud. I mean, there are literally songs that just say the words skibbity toilet. It's like ear stimulation for these kids. What is easily stimulating, in fact, overstimulating music? First thing I think of is like hyperpop. That stuff is loud sounds over a loud beat. It's just loud, 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 loud. The kids love that stuff because it stimulates their brain. Combine that with something like Vocaloid and you've got a little bit of recipe for disaster. The song itself is loud, it's jumpy, it's got catchy verses and choruses. If we're getting onto the technical side of things, the song isn't badly made, actually. I don't think it's very bad. I actually think it's kind of good. But kids love that kind of hyper-pop, fast beat, fast visuals, and Mesmerizer hits that exactly on the mark with not only its marketing, but really with just its music video itself. Shouldn't be all that surprising, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I've made the same point 12 times already. Thank you for sticking with me. Part 4. Why does this matter? This does not matter. Music is all subjective. People are gonna like what they're gonna like. I mean, people have taken this to a whole new level because it's new music. It's music that is still shaping Vocaloid as we see it today. And people don't like the fact that Vocaloid is appealing to a younger generation than them. Now, I'm making a pretty big generalization by just saying people. I don't want to point out any Redditors in specific that I know have made their points online. I'm just saying that there are some people out there that do think that this is kind of a travesty. What is this exactly? What am I talking about? Well, Mesmerizer is currently climbing up the charts, the Vocaloid charts, the most viewed Vocaloid song. Recently, it passed Dune by Hachi, which is heartbreaking. It passed Goddish a little while ago, and I believe now it has passed King by Canaria. And that seems to be worrying for a lot of people because they don't think the song is that good. Let's quickly make the first conclusion that you've probably already come to before I've said it. View count does not equal likes, okay? Just because you watched a video doesn't mean that you liked it. We know pretty darn well that views do not equate to how much people like the video. Mesmerizer is no exception. But with its marketing and with its target audience and, you know, how connected we are as Gen Z and Gen Alpha, I said we, I'm not Gen Alpha. I'm on the like older side of Gen Z. We are locked into our devices. We're locked into our phones and computers. So marketing reaches us a lot better, a lot faster. And that's just what's happened here. A lot more people know about Mesmerizer than King by Canaria, maybe because that song is 4 years old. All this to say that it passing these other songs in views does not mean a single thing. I had to do a voiceover because I said the wrong thing initially. Part 5. What does this mean for the Vocaloid community? Obviously, it means nothing. This is not gonna change the community as a whole. It might change the way producers produce, and that's definitely a video that I would be willing to create if I see it more often. As it stands now, it doesn't do anything to this community. In fact, I think that this song has really only done 2 things. Introduced people to the Vocaloid community and caused a lot of gatekeeping. New people are always welcome into the Vocaloid community. I mean, it's a robot. What are we gonna do? Copyright it? Looking at you, Krypton. That wasn't funny, man. I'm keeping it in the video, man. Sometimes I just gotta be humbled and reminded. So that's staying in there, me. You have to edit that. But a lot of Vocaloid history is Gen Z. I mean, we basically made the whole thing since we were at the ripe ages to be consuming it when Miku was even first released in 2007. Despite that, and despite how long you've been in this community and everything, you don't get to gatekeep it. You don't get to denounce the people who like songs that you don't like. So people getting mad about Mesmerizer being so popular is kind of frustrating. The bigger this community becomes, the more music will get put out, the more Vocaloid will be pushed into the mainstream. We should be celebrating, we should not be gatekeeping, we shouldn't be upset really that Vocaloid is going in this direction and keep enforcing that, oh, old Vocaloid music was better, because this music is reaching a new generation of people. We just need to embrace the people that are coming in because they like what we like, and that should have us bonded already. I think the primary audience for this song is kids. Kids are kids. You can't be mean to them. You can't gatekeep them. You have to leave things open to them. They'll discover what they discover. They'll find things that they'll enjoy and things they might not enjoy. Not letting them have that experience sucks and pushes people out of the community. Really, don't be sad because it's over. Smile because it happened. Vocaloid history is consistently being made and is staying relevant. That's all I have for you today, guys. I'm happy to be back. I didn't record a good outro, so if you're feeling nice, give the video a like. If you're feeling even better and want to see more stuff from me, give me that subscribe. Okay, that's all. Bye-bye.